Good morning. Guess what? It is my day off. I got a day off. Yesterday was church and heard some pretty good messages. So we got some things on the agenda today. I got to go get some propane. Yesterday was Sunday and the place was closed, so my propane ran out for my heater, and it's pretty cold in here right now. I'm running the stove, but we're going to go take care of that. And then what are some of the things coming up? Well, one of the things coming up is at the church. At the church we're going to start using multi-tracks. We purchased a bunch, and I'm going to control it off of this. Well, I'm going to use Ableton inside of my computer, which you just see me reformat that and get it all set up. I got all the software in there. I'm finding out the drive's too small, so here in the future I'll be updating the SSD drive in that, and I'll do a video about that. And I'm going to link it. Now I have a couple different options. I can use TouchOSC live control. It's another one. Or there's a couple of other proprietary ones that I can use to link the iPad up to the Ableton Live. Now my goal is, of course, to use this as a MIDI controller, and I want to have this functionality. I want to be able to have 4 lines of buttons, actually probably 5 lines, because normally our sets are 4 songs. I'll be able to just hit one of the buttons and go to a chorus, a bridge, or a verse, and anywhere I want to, using TouchOSC or something else. On all 4 songs, I'll have them set up 4 lines, 4 songs with those buttons functionality. And then on the bottom row, it will be I'll have a repeat button, and I'll have a stop all button, and I'll have a open up pads keys button, and open up guitar input into, so that's off and on for the guitar channel, off and on for the pads and the keys, and off all or stop all and repeat, right? So the repeat will hit a flag inside of Ableton, so that gives me 5 rows. But I ran into a problem. I forgot that about 6 months before I moved out here, about 6 months ago, I had left my bag on top of my car when I was headed to work, and it flew off, and I seen it fly off, and I pulled over, and as soon as I pulled over, I tried to go get it, but not before a car ran over it. My iPad, it's an iPad 3, it's older, but it's sort of bent now, just a tiny bit, you see that? And my screen is all messed up, and I ran it like this, messed up like that all last year anyway, but now the buttons don't work, so I can't use it like that. So I have to replace the screen on this before I set up the multi-tracks, and I have to remember finish the in-ear monitor system. So those are things that are coming up. Today we got in the mail the ignition system and all the rest of the locks to the Cadillac, right? So this one works fine, the key's there, the fob's there. So we're gonna do the rest of the ignition switch install. We already did the removal. Remember, I had to cut the dash out to get the thing out. Well, I don't know what this is how hard this is going to go in there. I have to do something I didn't do on the other one, and I looked, and you can't disconnect this wire from here without destroying it. So you have to actually disconnect down at the brake pedal, this part. So that should be fun. And it's freezing cold outside. So I'll go to I spent all morning just kicking back, working on music. I've been enjoying that. I'm working on the new song. I'll show you maybe tomorrow. I'll do a video on some of the changes I made in the new song. And I had to go in and correct a little bit of the vocals in an area, and I'm working on that right now. And then I still haven't decided whether I'm going to add the extra verse or not. And I've been in contact with my vocalist. She's all for it. However, she was giving birth, so bless her heart. And so we're giving her a little bit of time there. Another thing I want to talk about for a second, you notice my beard is getting pretty long. This is the first time I've ever had my beard this long. And, you know, I don't know. What do you think? Think I should keep it? Get rid of it? I'm a single guy. So, you know, whatever I want to do, I want to do. I've noticed some strange things. People tend to treat me a tiny bit different with me in this beard as they did when I didn't have it on. Especially at work. The students seem to listen to me a lot quicker and do what I tell them. You know, at the school, I work at a school, and it's kind of nice, I gotta admit. So I might keep it for that reason alone. But what do you think? You know, I was thinking maybe get it long enough so I could put a bungee around it, or braid it, or do something odd. Who knows? Had a friend contact me on Facebook earlier yesterday. Nice to hear from her. Props to you. I don't want to mention names on here. So, you know. But, how's it going? To all my friends, I want to tell you thank you for watching this vlog. I'm having more fun than I thought I would have, but it is a lot of work I was trying to put out one a day, and that just wasn't possible with my schedule. It just couldn't happen. When I was on vacation, I was able to do it. But now that I'm working, and I have all these other things going on, it's difficult. But that's because I tend to talk too much, like I am now. You know, and so my videos tend to get longer than they should be. They should only be 10 minutes long or so, but they always end up to be 20 minutes or a half hour, you know, which I have to get that under control. Maybe you guys got some solutions for that. You can text me or message me or comment. I haven't got not one comment yet. I'm sort of amazed about that. Not one comment, or you know, whichever. This vlog is associated with the Jeffery Curtis Music Facebook page, so you can hit me up there, or the Jeffery Curtis 1059 on Twitter, and I think there's an Instagram too, Jeffery Curtis Instagram. And I was keeping up with that stuff, but man, it's just a lot of work for one guy. I need to work on it though. I definitely do. So I'm gonna do a little bit more work on the music real quick. I just used a little bit of auto-tune in one area, and I'm still using auto-tune 8, and I have, you know, a couple different ones, but I like auto-tune 8. But I also have a couple of the other ones that are pretty cool too. But this one worked for this, except for I'm having troubles getting the new corrected version to copy over, so we'll figure that out in a second. Alright, so I just remembered something, and luckily the Holy Spirit reminded me, I think. I went and had a TB test for the new substitute teaching credential, and today I have to go in and get it checked today. So I'll go do that first, and then I'll go get the propane, and then I'll do the, look what I got in the mail. CSET math testing. So in the past, I really like to teach adults. You know, I used to love to teach when I was over at the college, and I was teaching like adjunct classes, and I was head tutor and all this and that. When I went and taught high school the first time, oh my gosh, I didn't like it too much. There was a big difference. You went from a bunch of people that wanted to learn, and they're there to learn, and they try to learn, and they're listening to a bunch of students that are forced to be in school and don't really want to learn. And it took me a long time to navigate through that. And now I'm in junior high classes, and I don't know, there's still a lot of blessing when you see the light go on. You know, the light goes on the student, and you know you made an impact, and you're trying to do something good. You know, I'm doing it not for the money, obviously, because I'm going broke almost, but to impact, have a positive impact on people. And so I would say, you know, that's supposed to be the most rewarding thing in life, is to be a person that uplifts people. And sometimes it's a choice. Other times, some people's personalities like that. But one of my favorite people work over at the college. She always, no matter who it is, you can go around her in the most negative attitude or whatever. By the time you leave, you are on cloud 9, you know. She just, naturally uplifts everybody that's around her. And I think I talked about her before, but you know, I asked her one time, how I want to be like that. How do you do that? And she looked at me and said, Jeff, well, she said, it's a choice. You have to choose to be that way, and you have to think about it. And when a person comes, you think to yourself, what can I do to make their day better today? That's a commitment. That's a commitment. So a lot of times we, and myself included, are so self-involved, right? What I mean, I don't mean selfish, but I mean that your attention is so focused on what's happening in your life, you know, whether good, bad, or whatever, that it's hard to take time to even consider what's happening in other people's lives. And to be able to be a person that lifts people up, you have to actually stop thinking about what's happening in your life, put it on the back burner, and start thinking about them. And boy, that's a hard thing. It is. It's a hard thing. I'm learning. I'll keep learning. Maybe you will too. All right, I gotta go. See you later. We're gonna go work on the thing. This tank.
We walk together down lonely roads.
What are you doing, Rowdy? Say hi. Say hi, Rowdy. Okay, so now we're gonna get all that in this car. It's cold. I think I'll put these on the floor right there. All right, time to get to work. We'll talk to you in a bit. So I figured this much out. This, on this gear shift, this wire that I thought was the lock is the wire that's coming off of the back of the ignition. It goes right there and hooks in. And now I just got to figure out how to take it out. So there's a little lock on it right there. See it? Right there. Right next to it. I got the screwdriver in it. You have to push that back in order to lift it up. All right, after that, it comes out really easily. Don't forget this just pushes right forward and comes right out. And then this, don't forget there's a wire on there. It has to come off. Okay, so this wire, it comes off just simply by pushing the back of it down right here. Right here, right? You just push it down and it'll pop right out. But you already done it once, so you push it down, it comes right out. Here, you have to remove this thing because right here is zip tied. See? Zip tied in, so you have to remove it to be able to get to the zip tie. Okay, so once you remove that zip tie, it comes right out from underneath the shifter, and then there's a hole back there that thing should just feed right through. So let's see how we can do it. And boom, that was easier than I thought it would be. So I got it all threaded in there. We know this much. This goes like that. So this goes through here and like so. And we got to push it forward a little bit more. There we go. That's in place. Now put it in place here. There we go. No, I missed. I can't see because this thing's in my way. Oops, I got it backwards, that's why. I'll just shut that out of the sort of. Like that for now. There, out of the way. Now, just like this. There we go. Now it's in place. Everything's where it's supposed to be. It's just slipped right back in. You just put it right back into the little orange thing, and we're good. You can't take the key out now because I tightened that. So, at least I figured that much out, huh? You have to. What in the world do these go to? And I wonder if these were two of them right here. Nope. This is interesting, huh? Looks like it was cut for something. And look, see, it's cut here too. I didn't cut any wires, so I don't know.
I'm trying harder to say it, but I don't know how to.
Out. Yeah. But whoever said I was smart.
We started out some time ago. The time, where has it gone? Seems these old sins I fight, the only things hanging on. Oh, don't you know, only yours I wanna be.
Okay, that one's way back there. It slips in. This one is up front. So yeah, so this goes like this. And those screws got to be in it, evidently.
My life not lived as I planned.
And the prongs are not broken, so that's good. Okay, where's the light hole? Here it is. So now this just goes right in here like so. And there. Okay. I think I'm gonna put the wires on first. Just makes more sense to me to do that. I think this goes right here. Yeah. Yeah. It just kind of twists in the spot. Okay, so this is going to come this way. This comes up this way. And there's little tabs on it. You just twist it in. That's the way it goes right there. There we go. So that should be right there. Look at that. Yay. But this is not the right key for it. I still have to program it, but that's a blessing. all the lights came on. Yay. Now, where did I put the screws when I stopped? That's a good one. There, I'm not sure. Is that one? I think so. I think that's one of them. So now we just have to find the other one. And I think that was the... Nope, there it is right there.
Sins I fight, the only things hanging on. Oh, don't you know, only yours I want. wanna be.
So let's see if I can just cut it off a little bit more. Oh yeah, this cuts pretty fast.
We walk together down the road.
Now, this just go to that. Or I guess I'm gonna have to take this out. It's that back screw, you know. It really is. What a terrible design. Really.
Or the ways of this world. No more fancy car, no golden bars or movie stars.
Okay, that's good. All right, so this is where we are. We got it this far. I had to cut it right here to slip that in. Was the only way to get it in and out for me. There's a guy on YouTube that says that he can do it without removing all that stuff or moving a piece of that, but I wasn't able to, and I messed with it for hours before I could just finally give up and cut it. But now it's working fine. I got this off of eBay. You know, the key works. All the lights are coming on. Now I have to program it. And the program procedure, I guess, is which I got off of YouTube also. So before I put the radio and all that in, I definitely want to program it. Right? So I'm gonna do that now. Guess what? You have to have the radio and everything in it to program it. Because otherwise you kill the battery, all the fans come on, it takes 30 minutes. So you have to put the radio and everything back in first.
The time, where has it gone? Seems these old sins I fight, the only things hanging on. Oh, don't you know? Only you.
Enough to be able to now. All right, so let's see. We were able to get the ignition in, and I got the radio back in, and you know, you can't even tell that I had it apart really, except for I ended up killing the battery in the procedure, so I have to get the battery charged, and the starter's bad also, so I couldn't get it started anyway. But it's just about ready to go to the mechanic now, because the whole engine has to be pulled out of it anyway, and for it to get repaired. So now we got that far. I'll charge the battery and see if I can't get it started before I send it to the mechanic, so that'll be tomorrow. I passed my TV test, all that stuff, you know, so that's good. Let's see, what else? Oh, that's about it. Tomorrow I got work, and I'll work on the song a little bit, and we'll see you later.
Bars or movie stars, I won't sell you for a girl.